I'm Joann Muneta, and I live 203 South Howard. And I'm opposed to removing the public hearing from large developments. And I just have a question before I start, because I thought that was the only issue, but as he was rolling along, it sounded like you were removing the economic impact and the coordination with the comprehensive plan.
Not so much that one, just the large statement and analysis. The comprehensive plan part tends to dictate how the zoning works and what fits where. So it's sort of part and parcel, and it would be redundant. The economic impact thing, yeah, that one is
And was there
proposed.
something else?
Yeah, there was
Traffic or?
another. No, not the traffic. Kept traffic, kept stormwater, kept the impact on infrastructure.
Oh, yeah.
Noise ordinance goes
Noise
away,
ordinance.
but that's overridden by the city noise ordinance. Who else did?
So the comp plan assessment, the economic impact study, the requirement for notification of the general construction permit, that's just administered by EPA, the noise assessment, and the hazardous materials section was wrapped up into the stormwater, so it's still there, just in a different location.
And also notification of other taxing entities within the impact zone, projected impact zone.
Well, so I'm also opposed to removing the economic impact part of it and the notification part of it. But I guess if you're not going to have a public hearing, you don't have to notify anybody. To me, having a public meeting is not a substitute for a public hearing. And I thank you, by the way, for having a public hearing, showing how it works so well. I think what we just had with the ExxonMobil meeting shows us what a public meeting is. They tell you what they're going to do, and you sit there and you object, but that's the way it is. And I don't think that's the kind of participation we've had in our community. I don't think that's the kind of participation our community wants. I don't think this is a growth versus no growth. I don't know why the university keeps talking about, yes, we want growth. We get growth by having a wonderful community, and people want to move here and live here, and that's part of our whole quality of life, central location, traffic patterns, listening to the people. That's the kind of thing that attracts people to the community. I also feel that it's not good to talk about being friendly or unfriendly to business. We're friendly to businesses that are friendly to us. And if they're friendly to Moscow, they want to hear what the community thinks and what it's about. And assuming that big box stores want to please you and therefore they're going to design something for the community. I've never been in a Target or a Shopko or a Walmart that doesn't look like every other one. I don't think they're in tune with the community, but I think having a community participation in the development would encourage them to be in tune with the community. I think the economic impact is important because we don't want to put our local businesses out of business. We talk about being business friendly. Let's be business friendly to our own businesses that have worked so hard, that support the community, support the nonprofits, keep the community going, and let's try not to put them out of business. So I'm opposed to this because I'm in favor of having community input and having us listen to in a real way and not a let's tell them how it's going to be way. I think it's important that any new business come in fitting in with what the community wants. We don't only want more. If you look at the overall survey, we don't only want more places to shop. We want to continue to have the kind of community that's livable and quality of life. We've said that in surveys. We said that in meetings leading up to the comprehensive plan, and it's in the comprehensive plan. And I also wanted to say, I know there were some people who couldn't be here tonight, and they asked me what to do, and I said to email Gary Riedner. So I don't know if I didn't know what to say. I couldn't find an email for Art in the city thing there. So I don't know if any messages that were sent to Gary could be.
They haven't made it down this far.
Well, I'm just
But-
hoping someone will ask if anything like that happened.
Yeah, regardless of what we'll vote for a disposition of this language and send it on to City Council, so chances are that the messages to Gary will show up on City Council's packet, and it'll get in there.
Well, I'm sorry I misadvised them because I didn't know how to get messages to you all.
So, well,
But anyway.
generally, and this is for the TV people too, the best way to get a hold of us is to write through to Bill Belknap, the Community Development Director, and he always sees to it. And there's a new email address that's out that people can send emails to, and it will get to this commission. And it's, help me out,
It's under Commission's Planning and Zoning
and it's,
Commission. And on the right-hand side, after the membership roster at the bottom, it says important links, and it has the packets, the minutes, and email the commission.
And the email
me.
is
I don't
P.
know. I looked and I couldn't
yeah.
see it. The
And just for the record, the email address is P&Z at ci.moscow.id.us.
Yep. And also on the city's website under Commissions, Planning and Zoning, and there's a link. So.
Okay. So I urge you all to turn down the idea of dropping the, and I want one more thing to say. Conditional use permit. We just got a notice of a public hearing for additional use permit in our neighborhood for somebody who wanted to have a business. Such a small thing like that, and you ask the neighbors what they think. Here you want to have a 90,000 square foot addition that will change traffic, change the whole texture of the city, and you're not going to ask the public what they think. I think there's a disconnect there. Thank you.
Thank you, Joann.